Good morning, dear hearts. We are at lesson 33, and please subscribe. Today's lesson is there is another way of looking at the world. And this lesson says that it's an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both outer and inner aspects. There is a well-known, I'm going to say, movie called Groundhog Day. And I love the fact that today is Groundhog Day, and this lesson just happens to be the lesson of February 2nd, that there's another way of looking at the world, because that movie is all about that idea, that there's another way to look at this world. I've talked about this movie every year that I've recorded the YouTube lessons. This is the third year, and as I have said before, and I will say again, that you can look at that movie as simply a rom-com or a tour de force for Bill Murray, and it's wonderful. Or you can look at the deeper inner message that, it's one of those movies that after you watch it, you say, I wonder if those writers were course students. Because this movie is all about there's another way to look at the world. But with a limited, closed mind, all that I see in the world is chaos, and I'm basically repeating the same day over and over again. My experience is a repetition of the day, just as it was the day before and as it's going to be the next day. The component that changes the viewpoint, the perception of the world, is love. So there's another way of looking at the world, and that's to look at it with love. When we look at this world, we see this world through the eyes of Christ and not through the body eyes, the ego mind. Then instead of looking at this world as what can I get out of it, and that it's all about me, me, me. If I'm looking at the world that way, I'm looking at it as a place of my entitlement. What will this world give me? Without any consideration or thought of oneness. A Course in Miracles is all about letting us come back to this idea of oneness. Let us come back to this idea that my actions, my thoughts, again, remember, I'm not alone at experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I'm not alone at experiencing this world and how I see it by the thoughts that I place upon it. So today there's another way to look at this world, and that's going to become clearer and clearer to me as I look at this world. I see this world through the eyes of love, through the eyes of Christ. When I'm looking at it, to find the oneness in it and not the selfishness in it. There's another way to experience this world, and it is a magnificent, loving way that will bring everyone great joy, not just me. It's not just about me. It's about everyone. So today's practicing is to, glance about you, perceive what's going on with the inner aspects of your mind, surveying the world on the outside. And as you do the applications, and of course, repeat the idea as often as you can during the day, as frequently as possible, I believe it says. But look at it and say, there's another way of looking at this, because there truly is. So that's it for today. I hope this helped. And if you have the time, go watch Groundhog Day. I get nothing for this. I'm not promoting it, but it's a great way. And if you haven't seen it since you've been a course student, you will see it in a whole different way. There's another way of looking at that movie. Namaste. Oh, please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Namaste.